Thomas the Tank Engine has worked his branch line for many years and knows it very well. You know just where to stop, Thomas, laughed his driver. You could almost manage it without me. Thomas had become conceited. He didn't realize that his driver was joking. Later, he spoke to Toby and Percy. My driver says that I don't need him now. Don't you dare be so daft, said Percy. I never go without my driver, said Toby anxiously. I'd be frightened. Never, said Thomas. I'm not scared. Puh, said Thomas. I would never be scared if I were you. You never dare, said Toby. I would then. You'll see, said Thomas. The very next morning, the firelighter came. Thomas drowsed comfortably as the warm spread boomed through his boiler. Percy and Toby were very tired and they were still asleep. They didn't want to listen to what Thomas was saying. Thomas suddenly remembered. Silly stick in the mud, he chuckled. Driver said I can manage without him. I'll just get out and chuckle them, and then I'll stop and whoosh! That'll make him jump. Suddenly, Thomas was only moving because of careless cleaner had meddled with his control. He soon found his mistake, and he tried to whoosh, but he couldn't. He tried to stop, but he couldn't, and he couldn't, and he couldn't. He just kept rolling along. He didn't dare look at what was coming next. There was the station master's house. The station master was about to have breakfast with his wife and children. Horrors! Cried Thomas and shut his eyes. His house of the station master's got broken by Thomas. The house rocked. Broken glass tinkled. Plaster was everywhere by Thomas. Thomas had collected a bush on his travels. He peered into the room through its leaves on the bush. He couldn't speak. Thomas got red and very ashamed. The station master was furious. His wife picked up her plate. You miserable engine, she said. Just look what you've done to our breakfast. Now I shall have to cook some more. She banged to the door. More plaster fell, and this time it fell on Thomas. Thomas felt depressed. Soon, long line rails and poles and laid rails into the gardens and roads and everywhere else laid rails through the garden. And later, Donald and Douglas arrived. Didn't fascism, Thomas. We'll get you back on the rails, and we'll soon help you back on the rails, they laughed. Donald and Douglas managed to haul Thomas back to safety. It's the fencing, the bush, and the broken window frame festooned his front. on Thomas the Tank Engine, which was badly twisted. The twins left him. Thomas was in disgrace. There was worse to come. You're in very big trouble, Thomas, and you're in a lot of trouble, and you're a very naughty engine, Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt. I know, sir. I'm sorry, sir, said Thomas. Thomas had been covered by his bush, and Thomas was muffled behind his bush because of Thomas's voice that way. You must go to the works and have your front mended. It will be a long job, said Sir Topham Hatt. Yes, sir, said Thomas, as Thomas was sadly mistaken that way. Meanwhile, a diesel rail car will do your work, said Sir Topham Hatt crossly. The diesels, sir? Said Thomas. Yes, Thomas. Diesels always stay in their sheds till they're wanted. Diesels never galloping off to breakfast in station masters' houses. Never, said Sir Topham Hatt.